how
Take it away. 77 yards. Oh, that's Sanj touchdown.
Welcome back to Shut Your Face. We're coming at you. This is Tuesday, July the 28th, a rare off-season football edition of Shut Your Face. Usually we take a break until football season officially kicks off. We got training camps that are opening today, but today we are on the pod to talk about LeBron James. The decision is final. He has chosen the Philadelphia 76ers. Not a lot of people expected this one, that he would go to Philadelphia. And so that's what brought us on the pod today to talk about just that. So we got everybody here in the building today. Some what's up?
What up, DMV?
Nil,
how's it going?
Looms.
Hey.
And I'm your host, B. Samuel. And before we get into it, we do have a guest on for the first time since we've been live on YouTube. Longtime listeners of the show will recognize the voice because Sanj is back on with us as our guest today, our resident part of the group chat, LeBron fan, the biggest LeBron fan and advocate of him that we have, at least on our group chat. So Sanj, welcome to the pod.
Thanks. Good to be here.
And we're gonna start right with you, because I think the main thing that we want to talk about is not just LeBron and his decision, what he had to choose from, but why he chose it. And do we feel like it's justifiable? Is this guy ring chasing? And so there's a lot of topics that we can get through today. So Sanj, I wanted to start right with you. And I think the money question here, at least from the basketball perspective for 2026, is was it the right choice for you? Do you feel like LeBron made the right choice?
It's good to be on as a guest with you all. I'd just like to say, start off by saying, I mean, we really all are LeBron fans. Okay, some of us were LeBron fans in the past.
Wow.
Some are presently LeBron fans, and maybe some of us will be future LeBron fans. So it's just a matter of timing. So just wanted to keep that clear.
There's no denying that, right? No?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Fans.
I'm surprised that. Yeah, I believe that.
I don't know about
everyone.
Looms. I don't know about Looms. Looms.
I mean, he's in the potential for the future.
No, I respect game. LeBron has game.
I mean, no one's saying we don't respect it.
fan?
It's just a matter of being a fan of it.
I mean, how do you define fan?
Do you like him?
That
I
you're
like
rooting
him.
for him.
Yes,
root
I
for
like
him.
him. I root
You
for
have a
him.
rooting interest.
Yeah, we don't root for him, but we.
But
still
I don't
respect
like
his
go
game.
out of my way to watch him play.
Okay,
You know?
so you're like a casual
Yeah.
fan, I guess. For him. Okay.
Yeah, but if you were to ask me, is he in the same conversation as Kobe? No, because he's better.
Set up.
Well, thanks, guys. Again, for the opportunity. Honestly, I was pleasantly surprised when LeBron chose to not re-sign with the Lakers. It just seemed like there wasn't going to be a path for him to really contend. And when the options were started to come out about who he could land with, honestly, I was just excited about all of them initially, especially when it was started off about the Warriors being one of the contenders. But then as time progressed, you start to do research and just kind of think about what the fit would be like. And when it was clear that Golden State was not going to get AD, and when Minnesota and Denver didn't seem to really pursue him, then you look at the options in the East with the 76ers, the Cavs, and the Heat. And I think the Heat and the Cavs really had glaring holes on their roster There's no shooting in Miami, and James Harden really isn't a good fit for what LeBron's trying to do. And even in Cleveland, they had lost some shooting as well. So it was one of those things where I was just hoping that LeBron would make the reason. I mean, ultimately, he does what he wants. I mean, it's his world. But as far as basketball interest and intrigue and the potential to contend, I think after the Jaylen Brown trade went down, then I was really hoping that he would pick the 76ers. So it was a matter of deduction over time based on other circumstances and other player movements that I was hopeful that he would pick the 76ers, but honestly not really expecting it because there was too much narrative going on about, the poetic finish in Cleveland or going back to South Beach. So, and all of us, unless we have inside knowledge on what's going on, we just have to consider those narratives. But internally, I was hoping that he would go with the 76ers.
And that was, and I think that is because you felt like, do you feel like he has the best chance to win a ring with this team?
It's definitely not a given. This last playoff series, we saw how much it takes to win a championship and how improbable a champion can be, even going up against juggernauts. Even San Antonio beating OKC, that wasn't really expected. And then, of course, the Knicks going on the run that they went and to win the finals in that fashion. There's so many variables that go into winning a championship. But as far as a roster, and not so much just the starters, but the moves that they made for their bench acquisition. So definitely Philly, I think, gives him the best chance.
Let me ask you a question. Let me just jump in real quick. So are you saying that Minnesota, if they had made a move for LeBron or Denver, you would have rather have him go there over Philly?
Again, with Denver, it presents the opportunity to have the two greatest minds in the league right now playing together. And that was exciting to me for sure. But honestly, the West definitely seems like it is very top heavy. And Denver just seemed to be missing a piece. And I don't know if LeBron would be that thing to get them over the hill in the West. So Minnesota just, yeah, go ahead.
So what you're saying is you would rather have him go east over any Western Conference team?
Yeah. Well, definitely not east, because I would have taken Minnesota or Denver over Cleveland.
Philly?
or
okay,
or Miami.
right? But
Yeah.
not over Philly.
No, definitely not.
Okay.
There's no even Minnesota and Denver. I'm not I'm most excited about this landing spot.
Yeah.
Just because of just what I mean. If you hear what's going on in Philadelphia right now, I mean, there's banners being hung, there's billboards. The investment in the city. I think they said LeBron's impact is going to be, as far as economically, it's going to be like $400 million for the city of Philadelphia. So just seeing that, and honestly, I'll end my statement with this, but as a Dallas Cowboys fan, and you all as Commanders fans, you see how rabid the Eagles fan base is, how passionate Philly is about their sports teams. And so to have him be able to be in that environment, being LeBron, and to bring a title there after since 1983, I think would actually have the most exciting outcome for him and for me as a fan.
When you say passionate fans, I think there's a fine line between being passionate and being a bunch of douchebags. Douchebags are more along the lines of Philly fans. So just throwing it out there.
As a Cowboys fan, I fully agree with that. When they're cheering for Michael Irvin when he's potentially
Right.
paralyzed. Yeah, yeah. So I'm kind of conflicted.
They're like the Argentina soccer fans of U.S. sports.
But you guys know that part of the reason LeBron wanted to go east because he realized going the Western Conference path was a much more difficult feat to try and get to the finals than in the East. I mean, that has to be part of his reason for wanting to go back to play in the Eastern Conference, because he knows the path is easier.
What's wrong with that though?
Because I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
Well,
but then you can't act like you win a championship going to this juggernaut of a team and act like you were actually relevant to a point where you get credit for the championship.
Yeah.
And it adds to your GOAT legacy, because there's no way it can do that. You can go and ride the coattails of Jaylen Brown. Go ahead, ride the coattails of Jaylen Brown and win a championship. But
Jaylen Brown's probably
he can do what he wants, but he's a 40-year-old basketball player now. It's not going to add to his GOAT legacy. It adds to his legacy overall if he wins a championship.
Inclusion on the team, though, push them? Does his addition to the team push them over the edge? To even if slightly to help them win a championship,
is a large contributor.
So why wouldn't he get any credit for
because
a potential championship?
Because look at that roster.
He's not the main guy. He doesn't get main guy credit.
He's at best right now. I guess third option.
What is that? So what? So what? At the end of the day, it could be another ring.
No, that matters.
No, you can't ride the coattails of other top players and get credit for it.
So if Jordan won a ring with the Wizards, he wouldn't get no credit for that.
No, he would, because he's
38
on the team.
38. No.
Yeah, it depends on who's on the team.
Kwame Brown.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
He's getting full credit. He's getting extra credit for that one.
Look, here's what I wanted to share this from one thing that I saw pre his decision, that you can see on the screen if you're watching us on YouTube, is where do you think LeBron could have gone where it would not be any criticism? Like, obviously, if he went to San Antonio and OKC, we're going to criticize the mess out of him, right?
Say the question again, B.
Where could he have gone where you are not going to criticize him for choosing a lesser path or ring chasing or whatever it may be?
No,
like because Nil is saying like he chose the East because he knew that he couldn't win in the West.
Okay,
well, if he went to San Antonio, we're criticizing him, right?
Yes, but
if he went to OKC, we're criticizing him, right?
I mean, you're talking about the two top teams in the NBA.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm saying. So, which Western Conference teams do you feel like he could have? No, Western Conference teams.
If he had gone to Denver,
he
could have been a number 2 on that team.
Yeah,
he's better than Jamal Murray.
Right.
So then there you go. Yeah, you have a big
role. I'd say Denver. I wouldn't be criticizing him as much, and he's staying in the West.
No, but the West really is not what you're making it out to be.
I think the Eastern Conference
it's top to bottom. It's still the better conference.
Okay, name the teams.
I don't know
name
about
the
that
teams.
Anymore. Yeah, I don't know about that anymore.
San Antonio,
OKC.
Okay, and
Denver. I mean, they're
with
Jokic.
what?
You can't act like Jokic isn't still relevant. They didn't have a good year past 2 years.
No,
Fine.
but they got to fill in the gaps
from a championship.
You're telling me Philadelphia versus Denver as presently constructed without LeBron? Who's winning that matchup?
I'm just saying.
Still Philadelphia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
still Philly.
I don't like this Eastern Western Conference comparison right now. The Eastern Conference just won the championship.
Yeah, but
that's because the Knicks are
no one really hyping up the Knicks for next season.
San Antonio. Yeah, but San Antonio. San Antonio is the only team. The only team right now that should be relevant.
OKC.
OKC, fine, but they clearly showed that they're.
No, they were missing their second best player. That's what happened. That's why they couldn't. They would have beaten San Antonio if J-Dub was held.
But truly, after those two juggernauts, there's significant questions
drop
with
off.
the Western teams.
There is a drop off in talent.
You talk about the Timberwolves. You talk about the
Minnesota,
the Nuggets.
At full strength, I think, is good.
Well, you know what?
They still don't have a 4.
What's your take on the Lakers this year?
No,
they'll be like a middle of the pack, maybe like
I think.
6th seed?
Let me.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you guys this, Nil and Son. who are you blaming for the Lakers not being relevant when LeBron was there? Are you blaming Jokic? Are you blaming Doncic? Are you who are you blaming for the Lakers not winning a championship with LeBron there?
I'm not blaming anybody. It's just that they were not. Well, look, if Luka was healthy last year, I think they could have had a puncher's chance to compare. I'm not saying they would have been legit contenders, but they could have given some teams a scare just because of Luka's and LeBron too. So I'm not. The Lakers with LeBron would have still posed issues this year. Now, is that a better scenario than Miami? No. Is that a better scenario than Philly? No. So he went to the place where what gives him the best chance to win. My issue is, what is his role on this stacked roster? I'm not blaming him for wanting to win. Okay, good. Go ahead and win. But what is your role? If you want to have a legit bona fide role where you are the one driving the ship, then you would have. I felt at even Miami, I think he would have been able to have a bigger role.
I think he's number 2 on the 76ers.
Oh no.
After Maxey.
You think he's better than Jaylen Brown?
He's not better than Jaylen Brown.
Right now.
Jaylen Brown is the person that I worry that's not going to be as relevant as you think.
Why?
Because Maxey is the guy. This team is built around Maxey. He's the engine here.
You think Tyrese Maxey is better than Jaylen Brown?
Yes.
Oh,
absolutely.
No. Heck 100%.
No.
Are you serious?
Yes. Jaylen Brown's the best player on that team.
Jaylen Brown's the best.
Maxey is like the Irving on the LeBron team that won in Cleveland.
Jaylen Brown.
So you got to be kidding me.
I'm telling you.
I'm not saying that
ask Bernard. He had Maxey on his fantasy team.
I'm not saying Tyrese Maxey is bad. He's an up and coming player. He's a great player in his own right. He's just not better than Jaylen Brown.
He's their second best player.
I guarantee you, Maxey's the reason why LeBron went there. Maxey,
there was reasons. Yeah,
he is about to explode, and he's literally stepping into his prime, probably starting even this season. And he could be
whatever.
as good as Cunningham.
Okay, Maxey is number 1, Jaylen Brown's number 1 or number 2, whatever, or LeBron, vice versa, whatever. A healthy Joel Embiid, if he's legit there, he's their third best player.
Yes.
LeBron is literally fourth fiddle on that team.
I think if I might interject here, what we're conflating here is talent at this age versus impact.
Yeah, but that matters.
And no, but ultimately, and like I think has been mentioned before, there have been multiple examples of teams that have been brought together with a lot of individual talent, but they can never. Well, again, no one was calling this team a super team until LeBron came.
No. They were.
Nope.
Maxey, Embiid, Maxey, Embiid, and Jaylen Brown.
No one.
When they traded for Jaylen Browns,
no one was calling them that, and that's and in fact, everyone. I mean, you can see what they say. Wilbon, Legler, everyone that commented on them said they have real concerns about it, and that's why and then check this out. No, and check this out. I mean, you guys do know that after Jaylen Brown came, they were still behind the Celtics in the odds. It was Knicks, Celtics, and then the 76ers.
I don't know how the Boston Celtics are number 2 right now. That blows my mind.
Not anymore.
It's not anymore.
Even before. How are the Boston Celtics with Jason Tatum, a 36-year-old Paul George, and a bunch of spare parts, the number 2 seed, or the projected number 2 seed that makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
that is bogus.
The biggest reason they were not talked about, though,
you forget about Miami.
The biggest question mark is Joel Embiid. If he can never stay healthy. Clearly, So obviously the odds are not going to be in.
Well, that
they're not.
but
The
that
odds
changed,
makers are
right?
not going to. They factor that in. They factor in
But-
injury and injury history.
That's true too.
But that changed when LeBron came. Because when
Sure.
LeBron came,
No one's saying
then now
LeBron's
they
not a
are
contributor.
then
No
right
one's
now
saying
they're
LeBron's
behind.
not a legit contributor.
Look at the bevy
He
of
is.
talent he's playing with. Come on, guys. We cannot just be living in this fantasy world where this is a 30-year-old LeBron going back to the Cavs and he's going to do what a 30-year-old or a LeBron is supposed to do. He's not going to do that. He's playing a fourth role right now. We have to look at the facts. Like these are just realistic facts.
So if he's playing the fourth role, why are they talking about him running point?
Okay, he's running point. He's a
So
fourth role.
again,
He's still the fourth most
impact.
He's still a great
player, I
point
think.
guard.
Again,
be a
but
fourth role.
That's what we're talking about: scoring, right, versus impact, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
what
even
I'm
say
saying.
impact.
If you want to say he's going to be the fourth leading scorer or the fifth leading scorer on the team, there's not going to be a lot of pushback. But if we talk about, is he going to be the glue? If
Is
he's
he the
going to
best
be the
player on the
maestro,
team? No. Sanj,
No,
when I say
no, he's
impact,
not.
when I say impact, is he the best, the best player, the second best player, the third best player, or the fourth best player on that squad?
again, if you're talking about talent at this age, of course not.
Okay,
No.
that's the point. If he's not,
Again.
if he's going to be a fourth best player on a fourth best player on a championship team. I mean,
But
what
you're
more
best.
smooth?
You're using best in isolation. You can't just do that. Like
What are you talking about?
the problem
Come
with the
on.
76ers is we're isolating individuals, and that's the problem. I don't think, honestly, from my perspective, the 76ers are not going to compete for a championship as they were presently constructed without LeBron.
Oh no,
Because
that's
there are
where-
a bunch of Tyrese Maxey's a one-on-one player. I mean, you just look at their usage rate, right? All of these guys are ball dependent. You need to
Okay.
hand Embiid the ball for him to go to work. And he's not going to really be a hustle guy out there, Embiid. Jaylen Brown needs the ball to go to work, and he and Tatum would just take turns.
So what you're saying is if the 76ers win this championship, LeBron gets the most credit?
he gets credit for sure, 100%.
Does,
course.
does it is this a legit championship? Are you guys serious now?
Yes.
Is this the same? Hold on.
What
Is
do you mean
this the
legit
same-
championship?
Hold on. Is this the same role as him leading Miami in 2012? No. Is this exactly? Is this the same role? He is not an elite player anymore, guys.
That's okay.
No, that
No.
is not okay.
That's
I
not
mean,
What
I
is
don't
it? Why is
understand-
he?
we cannot
What
just
does he have to
be-
prove? What are you looking for him to prove?
To be the best player on the team and win a championship.
You have to be.
But why?
You have to, because
Oh,
that's
because
what all
credit
those
for-
players are.
When you're
Is
talking
this-
about the GOAT,
Are we talking
Yeah,
about the
you're talking
GOAT
about
conversation
can't-
now?
You can't be like a marginal good player and then you're a fourth option. You win a championship and then be like, oh well, here's my fifth. Yeah, you won your fifth ring, but in what capacity?
So you guys
Well-
think that there's still a debate to be had between him and Jordan being the GOAT?
no, there's no debate.
And also,
Jordan's the GOAT.
I'll even throw in Kobe in that. No, these guys were legit one and an elite number two. They had
Is there anyone on this?
shouldered so much more responsibility than this present day LeBron James on the 76ers team.
For
It's not
B
even
and Sanj,
close.
what does LeBron need to prove or do to overtake Jordan as the GOAT?
I think it's more interesting
Or is that
if the
ship
time
passed?
is used.
Yeah, for them,
with
he's already
me
That ship passed,
answering
bro.
that question
That ship passed.
versus me. I mean, LeBron is my GOAT, so that's
he's
no
already GOAT.
surprise.
The ship has passed
Yeah.
for Sanj too in the same
Yeah.
way. Like there's nothing that he can do. It's and to many that's the case too. It's like a Novak Djokovic situation where it's like, hey, if you want to keep playing, just keep adding to
No,
your greatness.
This is
at
not
this
a Novak Djokovic situation. Novak Djokovic.
No, I mean
has
that's
the
what I'm
most
saying.
majors.
Too many people. There's one camp where it's like LeBron could have gone to the Brooklyn Nets and won a championship, and it still wouldn't make a difference.
No,
if
no.
it
See,
was just one.
No.
If it was just one. If it was just one
What do you mean, if it-
championship. If
No,
he had
that,
just
no.
won
To
one
me, that would
championship.
to me that would have made a difference.
No, but he would be the GOAT then?
No, not the. But
That's
he
what
would have.
I'm saying.
He
That's
would
my
have. He would have
point.
inched closer to me.
No, but I'm
Because
saying in just
because
this
who did-
one, it's not changing who you think is the GOAT.
because of the team that he's playing on.
No,
That's
I know,
why.
but I just said the worst team, like one of the worst teams in the league.
I
if he
told you
won,
it
he
would
wouldn't-
have. It would have inched him closer.
I'm saying, would he be the GOAT?
No. Michael has 6 championships.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
But
I
it-
just.
but it
meant.
would've-
My point was.
It would have moved the needle. It would not have been like, oh well, no. He won 5 rings at 41, so it doesn't matter. No, to me that wouldn't matter. That would help his case. It would have instant.
Right.
Now, if he had won 2 in Brooklyn, because he signed a 2-year contract, if he won 2 on that Brooklyn team, then that's a conversation to be had.
Right.
That's the conversation to be had. But when you have a stacked roster with 4 potential All-Stars, I'm sorry.
My position is just this is and it doesn't make for good podcast material necessarily, but we have to wait to see how it plays out.
I mean,
Like there's just no way you can just say on face value.
I'm saying
no
we are
matter
projecting.
what,
we are projecting.
no matter what he does, no matter
We are
what he does.
Well,
We are
B, he is.
projecting.
You don't know what he's going to do, right? You can project all you want about how his impact.
That's
could
why
be.
I'm saying if the projections are somewhat valid, where he's going to be the point guard, kind of being like the quarterback, but not really like the guy to really shoulder the heavy lifting,
Right.
I
mean, but did he do that in LA? Did he do that in LA?
Of course he did.
No, shoulder the heavy lifting?
Yes.
No, with Luka
Before
this
Luka.
past year?
No, not this
I'm
year,
talking about,
but
we would have given him credit, right?
But the previous 7.
No, but I'm saying these past 2 years with Luka.
But LeBron was shouldering a bigger load on LA last year than he would be on this year easily.
But he was never expected to.
Forget what B. What I'm saying is the projection.
Yeah,
Yes, what you're
we
saying is
projected that he wasn't going to need to because Luka was going to be the guy.
But he was still projected to be a great number 2.
I mean, great number 2 means what though? All it mattered at the end of the day in the Luka Lakers was that LeBron impacts winning. LeBron helps facilitate that team towards winning, and Luka's going to be the primary scorer.
He's the best player. No. This is not about being the primary scorer. He's hands down the best player. Like Jordan was the best player.
Yeah,
like
but
Jordan was the best player in 91, 92, 93, 96, 97.
No, but it's not.
98.
You can't compare that though.
Why can't you?
Because you need to hide Luka on defense. You need to hide Luka on defense.
I'm not talking about defensive impact or offense. I'm just talking about
the best player, though. That's what I'm saying. You play 2 ends of the floor.
No,
and
Larry Bird was the best player in the league in the 1980s. He was not a great defensive player. Magic Johnson was also one of the best 1980s players. No, but he wasn't a great defensive player.
No, but the teams helped him though, right?
But he was the guy.
Yeah, but Jordan was. And part of the reason why.
Main guy.
Yeah, but part of the reason why Jordan is always, or 90% of the time, the GOAT in most people's conversation is because of his defensive abilities too.
He won.
This dude,
he won.
All defensive player, 1987, 88?
88.
4 times.
Defensive player of the year.
No, he won. No, Michael Jordan only had one defensive player.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, that's what
he was.
saying. Yeah.
That's such a hard
first team
title to win and to still be the best player in the NBA.
He also got MVP in that same year.
Yeah, he did too.
I mean, but LeBron was second to Marc Gasol. Don't deny that.
Oh, second. Hey, look, he's a great player.
You can't say it's hard and then he gets second.
What I'm saying is this: no one is docking LeBron James here. No one's docking LeBron James here. Right. He is an iconic player. We're just talking about the GOAT debate. Does this move the needle in the GOAT debate?
I think you cannot say that. If you're being honest with yourself,
you
absolutely cannot say that.
Would you have given the same? Hold on. Would you have given the same credit to a 37-year-old Kobe Bryant who went to OKC or San Antonio, and he had the same type of role? Like he's a 4th option, but he's still Kobe Bryant. He can still close. He can still do Kobe Bryant things here and there. He's still a good player.
He couldn't play defense.
LeBron James can't play defense
I'm telling you,
of course he can.
I'm saying we cannot be honest with ourselves to make a claim right now. If LeBron James last year, which he already did, beats Houston in round 1 without Luka, if he goes on to beat, if he goes, no, I know, I'm just saying, but if he goes on to beat OKC, what are we saying?
But he beat him without KD. B, you look.
OKC. If he goes
what I'm
on
saying,
to beat
what I'm
OKC
saying is this:
with LA, what happens?
Would he have beaten the Houston Rockets with KD? There's an
You're not
asterisk
even answering my question.
No, because it's an asterisk. That's why.
No. I'm saying it. Regardless, I'm saying he beat Houston and now gets another chance to beat OKC, and he beats OKC. What are we saying?
What do you want me to say? Like, I don't know what you're.
Obviously, we're saying this moves the needle in the conversation because he carried an LA squad without Luka.
But why did he carry the LA squad?
He's talking hypothetical.
My thing is,
No,
my
but
point
he's
is,
not.
we cannot
he's
make
leaving
any
out a
claims.
He's leaving out a big X factor. When a
let's
team
say-
is missing their
okay,
best
include
player,
it.
of course you can be the favorites to beat them, Lou.
Okay, include
I mean, that's
KD,
common
and he
sense.
beats them. What then?
But then that's a different situation.
No, that's what he's saying.
That's
The
my
point
point.
is,
He wasn't
the jury is
victorious.
out. Like he can still prove something in the time he has left. Is what B's trying to
That's
say.
what I'm saying.
But it's not going to be enough to where I'm going to say
Not
his 5th
moving his
championship
goal, like, come
actually
on.
counts.
Again,
But that's,
you know,
why are you
Would you
making
have-
that claim
would you have
already?
given-
Would you have done it last year? Under my scenario.
If
What?
he had won the championship?
If you beat New York,
Yeah,
in
if he had won the championship,
Sure.
or just getting to the
Whatever.
into
I
the-
mean, whatever
Sure.
you need.
Yes, fine,
Whatever
fine.
you need.
But you're saying just to get over to the Western Conference Finals, that puts him in some
I'm
GOAT
saying-
debate.
I'm saying you can continue on. I'm asking
Fine.
you guys, what
Okay,
do you guys
continue
need?
on. Continue
But there
on.
was
then.
a path,
Okay,
right?
continue. Yes, if he had won a championship, and
Okay.
without yes,
Sure. Okay.
Sure,
Whatever
I'm
you
with
guys
you.
need, you just
this is not
tell
whatever
me, and I'll tell you that you wouldn't have been able to predict that.
You are predicting something that is so far fetched. It is so far fetched.
I mean, the thing is,
It is you are going to like some stratosphere where LeBron can beat Houston, San Antonio, and the Knicks, and then
OKC.
or OKC, and then they win a championship. That's
yeah,
so
but
idealistic.
It's because you're setting it up that way because you think
it
that
look-
it has
it-
to be done
it
to that
feels that
level
way. It
in
looks
order
that
for
way
him
to
to
me.
get any
But
credit.
look, but LeBron being third, okay, even best case scenario, third or fourth fiddle on that team, that is actually more. The probability is much higher for that to happen.
Right.
You're
Right.
predicting
I
something
mean,
that has like
and-
a less
and-
than 1% chance.
Yeah, no, there's not even a 1% chance. This
Of
is like
happening.
it's idealistic, like the
We're,
best of the
we're,
best.
we're talking about something that's
Like a
actually
fairy tale
likely.
almost.
It's likely
Yeah, exactly.
that LeBron's
You
going to
are-
be the third or fourth fiddle on the team.
Right. Is it likely?
Yeah, it's
I don't know that
likely.
you can
Oh, come
necessarily say that
on.
that's likely.
What is-
I don't agree.
Okay, so
Just based on
him,
what he
so
showed
him
last
beating
year.
so him beating KD and then him beating OKC, San Antonio, and the Knicks. That's somewhat more likely than LeBron being a third fiddle.
On the
No,
76ers.
that's not no. I'm not saying it's more likely that all that could have happened.
That's
What
what
I'm
I'm saying.
saying
You're taking
is-
a very idealistic, like 0.1%
No,
Wait,
scenario.
wait, you're saying it's not likely that he's the third best player on that
That's
team?
what I'm saying.
Oh
I'm
my
saying it's not
gosh.
necessarily likely. I don't think
So you're
that-
saying he could be better than Maxey and or Jaylen Brown.
I think he can be more important winning than both of those guys. 100%.
What does that mean?
Let me
He's
just
not going to
interject
put up
real
more
quick.
points.
Yeah. Let me just interject here. We're talking about Embiid, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who has played what in the last 3 years? He's played what?
He's
50
Less than
something?
40
Yeah,
games.
he has
less
played
than
40
yeah,
games.
He hasn't played
less than okay. So what if Embiid continues at that level of games, right? Given his history, his availability is very questionable. And if LeBron ends up having to play the 5 in the playoffs, or for a lot of the year, let's say, like the 76ers just shipped off one of their backup centers today, right? For cash considerations.
Mhm.
So what if LeBron is forced to play down low? Again, it's these types of variables
Great.
that are not that remote of a
Right.
possibility,
Right.
right? Jaylen Brown's numbers Jalen Brown's numbers last year when he was in the MVP race was when he literally had no one else. Okay,
but look what he did with that team. Look at that team. That is what matters the most. That is winning. He had nobody on that squad.
But that's interesting though, because the Celtics
Jalen Brown
favored to do so well.
Jaden Tatum was out.
But how is this? How are the Celtics still favored to do so well? Right. So
that is just idiotic.
Again,
I'm sorry.
So Jalen Brown, his spot up 3-point percentage is 35%. Okay, so he is very, he's limited in certain ways. Now for Maxey, his spot up 3-point percentage is 41%, and Embiid's spot up percentage overall is like 55%. So Jalen Brown, there's an argument, and I think the market really showed it in free agency that not all these contenders, no one made significant plays for Jalen Brown. Why is that?
No. My Milwaukee did, but they shot it down.
Again. I'm saying the contenders. Milwaukee has been trying to get someone for a while. They were also in play for Austin Reeves.
Yeah,
but the point is that Jalen Brown was not able. They weren't able to get a lot for Jalen Brown, right?
What I'm saying, Sanj.
No. Why is that though? Why is that? Why was the market for Jalen Brown coming off of the year that he just had? Why was it so soft?
I think it was his own doing with his comments, his podcast comments. That kind of swayed people away. Okay, so but it has nothing to do with his game, because if you pair, a Jalen Brown with a Giannis in Milwaukee, you don't think that squad's doing work? Yeah,
I think Jalen Brown's very overrated.
Oh my gosh!
Do you
know what he did in the
finals
when he won the finals MVP?
Nobody
How impact? You want to talk about impact? That guy had impact.
He should not have been the MVP that year.
Yes, MVP of that finals.
Jason Tatum should have been the MVP.
Oh my gosh!
Of that finals,
was the MVP that year.
Yes.
Oh my God! What are you watching?
Yes.
Jason Tatum was even starting to walk to the thing.
It was definitely close.
Jalen Brown was the most impactful player in that series.
Yeah. He's a two-way force. He pretty much dragged a Boston team that had no business being the number 2 seed or number 3 seed in the East. He had nobody. Mm-hmm. That's why he got MVP consideration. Not just the numbers. Look what he did with that squad. That is MVP right there.
He's the third after Maxey and LeBron. And Embiid, if he plays, he's just going to add. He's going to add to that.
I mean, I have my questions about this team and how they're actually going to make this work.
B wanted Golden State.
I wanted Golden State. I thought that would have been the most fun, and I think that he would have had the. Probably, I don't know that you could definitely say he would have the
best
more
starting roster that he's going to be on, though.
Easily,
out of all the options.
I don't think so, man.
Oh, no. Look at that down, B. VJ's a monster too.
Is a monster too.
Yeah, he's a monster.
Wait, B, who do you
just
think
ascending.
was a better starting five that he's had before?
That LeBron has had before?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, all Miami years, especially when Ray Allen got there.
Ray Allen was a role player at that point.
I know. That's my point. You need role players. That's what I'm saying. That's the problem with the 76ers.
They have an all-star lineup in Philly, man.
Yeah, in Miami.
Like, in your optimal lineup with the 76ers, and anybody can answer this, who's shooting the threes? Who's spot up shooting?
Tyrese Maxey.
Tyrese Maxey, you're just going to place him there and let him shoot in the corner?
Yeah, maybe not. I don't know. I mean, but do you? I mean,
all of
them
Knicks didn't have that.
Yeah, Knicks had it. Everyone could just sit out there and shoot.
No, honestly,
nobody can just sit out there and shoot on New York.
OG,
OG,
come on, B.
They're not just sitting out there and just launching.
No way.
They're spreading
No.
the floor.
B.
They're not
In this
sitting out
day and
there
age,
launching though.
in this day and age, that spot up 3-point shooter has been phased out. There's no spot up.
You
There's
have to be
no
able
real
to
spot
handle
up 3-point shooter
and
anymore.
create.
Yeah.
I mean, it's because everyone
Like all
is a
you
spot-up
got
three-point
nowadays are
shooter.
guys that can.
Right, exactly. And this team is made up of everyone that can shoot threes.
Yes.
No,
Come on,
I would
B.
not say that.
LeBron can shoot
I would not
threes.
say that.
Jaylen Brown
Brown,
can shoot threes.
Maxey,
Yeah.
Embiid can
LeBron,
shoot threes.
even
Tyrese can shoot
Embiid.
threes. Even Embiid.
Jalen's numbers are not good in terms of spot up 3-point shooters. Sanj just rolled out all those numbers. Now, is Embiid going to be sitting out there? And who's really going to be like? Because the thing is, you look at OKC, you look at the Knicks. You've got a system in place where one guy is going to be driving and dishing. And Maxey kind of did that for the 76ers last year a little bit, but I mean, they were like within the bottom 5 teams in the NBA in assists per game. Did you know that? The 76ers.
But they were also banged up. Like I mean, Embiid was out. Paul George, who was
They got
supposed
healthy.
to Paul George, who was supposed to be their number 3, he just looked old and washed. I mean,
He had a low key okay year though.
I don't know.
Like he averaged 17. He
looked
was
what, bro?
he was better than what he had been in the past.
And just prepare for a worse year this year for Paul George. He's gonna. I just don't know how Vegas picked them to be the number 2 seed. It doesn't make any sense. Miami's better than them. Of course, Philly's better than them. Hell, we might even be better than them. Washington.
How's Miami better than them? They don't have anyone.
Yeah,
Other than the 2. I mean,
No.
is Davion
Wiggins.
Mitchell
Andrew Wiggins.
and Tim Hardaway
Wiggins.
and Wiggins? Is that those 3?
And they're linked to DeMar DeRozan now. DeMar DeRozan's on the. No, DeMar DeRozan's gonna still play.
He's coming to us.
I know he's also linked.
I'm
to
telling you, man. I
Joe,
don't laugh.
Talk
Do
that
not
talk.
laugh.
Big.
The best fit for LeBron James was the Washington Wizards. I'm telling you, I will die on this hill.
How?
I mean, you've got the young bull. I mean, everyone. He's basically Cooper Flag without playing any games yet. AJ DeBonsa. You've got AJ DeBonsa. You got a ridiculous 3-point shooter in Trae Young.
Yeah, but what happens to Trae Young?
No,
His
man,
role.
come on. B, this
Trae
is
He
the
needs the
best
ball.
option
He's a
for him.
point guard. He needs the ball to like bring up the ball up court and create.
I mean, sure,
Yeah,
but he can be Steph Light too. You just throw him the ball and make him shoot threes. He
So-
can do that too.
So what you're saying is he's playing off ball if LeBron's there.
Right. Or LeBron can fit into any
Sure.
team and impact them positively. That's the thing. With AD, Ayton, Sar, a whole crew of young guys that are going to hustle, he can take his games off that he needs to. You got AJ DeBonsa and Trae Young, Trae Johnson. You're in the, quote unquote, Eastern Conference. You do what MJ couldn't do with the Wizards. Like the whole thing was there.
MJ with Jerry Stackhouse, Kwame Brown, Jared Jeffries. Who else? Chris
Larry
Whitney.
Hughes.
Yeah.
By the way, the 76ers in the 24-25 season, they were the number 7th ranked team in terms of 3 points made.
Number 7.
Mm-hmm. This is without Brown, without LeBron.
I mean, both
The
of those
Knicks-
are not. Are those
the-
additions?
The
To
Knicks,
threes?
yes, of course. The Knicks
From
were the
PG?
5th. The Knicks were the 5th worst 3-point made team last year.
Really?
The worst team was guess who? The
Washington
Nuggets.
Oh,
The
wow.
Wizards are actually 9th.
Oh,
The Nuggets were the worst team in terms of 3
Man.
points made.
that means they were shooting a lot
Only
of
12
mid-range
per
or
game.
making a lot of mid-range.
I wonder if threes
Pete,
per
let me-
game is a good metric, though. Maybe true shooting percentage is probably a better.
This is 3 points made per game.
No, I know, but that because if you're losing a lot, maybe you're shooting a lot more threes, and volume stats are not always the
B,
greatest.
let me ask you this.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
ask you this.
You want 3-point percentages?
I don't know. Maybe you could do three, but I guess true shooting percentage would probably be good.
Go ahead.
B, let
go
me
ahead,
ask
no.
you this.
Go ahead, no.
Why? For what reason, or what are your reasons why LeBron is the GOAT over Jordan?
Wow, 45 minutes into this podcast.
that's
How much
okay.
more time
That's
do we
okay.
have?
That's
It
okay.
Who said anything about me?
Put you on the spot. Put you on the spot.
You said earlier you and Sanj have LeBron as the GOAT.
I never
No.
said.
He said.
Looms
Sanj
asked
does.
that,
Sanj
and I said some people say.
Some people say.
Yeah, and you and Sanj were the only ones shaking your head. Yes.
No.
Okay.
Sanj said that he would defer to me because he already thinks that LeBron's the GOAT.
Okay, let me ask you a question then. You and Sanj then, okay? So if Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant were in the same situation, Jordan's gunning for his 7th at age 40 at age 40. Kobe Bryant is gunning for his 6th at age 39. Great, I mean, good enough players to be all-stars, but not the same elite force that they used to be. But they go to OKC or they go to San Antonio, some contender, right? Would you give them credit? And if they still played well, but they're a 4th option, they're not the dominant force from their championship years. You're still giving them. You're telling me that ring number 6 for Kobe and ring number 7 for Jordan equates to ring number 1 for Jordan and ring number 1 for Kobe. Is that what you're saying?
Let me draw a quick distinction. Jordan and Kobe, they won because of their prowess. They were the ones that got through their scoring, right? Through their scoring primarily, right? Now LeBron has always been a different type of player, right? Like his impact on the game goes beyond himself.
Right.
And so he's always made his teammates better. Always.
Right.
And as recent as last year, he showed that he can play the third role and be the facilitator that's needed, right?
Right.
And then when there's no one else, he showed that he can go and hit 30 points, almost 30 points twice in a series against a team that was favored to win even with KD out. Okay? So that's where I think it's a little bit of a different scenario, because in your scenario, a 42-year-old Jordan and a 42-year-old Kobe, their impact on their team is going to be less because they were a scorer. That's how they won. But LeBron at this age,
Jordan played defense.
We've seen, Jordan at 40, I don't think is going to be doing a lot of defense, but LeBron has shown that he can impact the game in ways beyond scoring. So that's why I think it's a distinction.
No. What I'm saying is this, Sanj. Even though LeBron James is a great all-around, he's the greatest all-around player I've ever seen. And on those championship teams, he still had great all-around stats, making his teammates better. But he was still their leading scorer. It's not like he's averaging 20 points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists. No, he's averaging 28 to 30 points a game, giving you 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Scoring is still he's still leading that team in that regard. He's still shouldering that load. Versus now, he's taking a lesser role, and then we're acting like this is the same thing.
Again,
28 points and
with
scoring
a lot
12 points. I'm just saying projected. 28 points and scoring 17 points. It's not the same thing.
Sure.
Right.
Again, we're
still
only restricting it to points.
But what I'm saying is he was. Do you think even with that all-around play, right? Suppose he averaged 13 rebounds, 12 assists, but he's only averaging 20 points in those series. Do you think they're winning? Possibly not. They needed him to score. That's what got him over the top. In game, was it game 7? Game 7 again, the closeout game against San Antonio. He had a 30-point triple-double.
Okay, so let me expand it. Let me expand this to a more qualitative perspective. Okay, do you think the 76ers as a franchise, as a team, do they have a winning culture?
Well, they did until what's his name tanked on him. What's his name? what's his name?
Ben Simmons.
Ben Simmons. They got to the Eastern Conference Finals or
Again,
semifinals. They
So
just
so
Wait,
so
no,
so
when what?
in the last 5 years.
They went to the Eastern Conference Finals in the last
Sem-
5 years.
Semifinals. And then when he had his little mental health issues, they just fell off the map and they had to regroup.
They went to the Eastern Conference semifinals this year.
So then what is a winning culture to you? Like championship culture?
yes.
So we're going to have to go back to the 1980s for this?
No, again, I think it's clear that you can just admit they don't have a winning culture.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so when you have someone, and that's why I'm saying the intangibles again. Now again, we're operating on a lot of assumptions and a lot of
Likelies.
like hypotheticals here. Like I just said, it could be that LeBron has to play the 5 for the whole playoffs. And if that happens, then this whole
Right.
discussion changes. So I guess to answer your question, though, that's why I feel like it's not exactly a apples to apples comparison as far as Jordan or Kobe doing this at their age versus LeBron because
But
of the
suppose-
impact on the game.
But suppose Kobe and Jordan still gave you 25. They just went back to their primes and rekindled their primes for that series or two, and they were giving you 25 a game, but they had 2 other or 3 other all-stars who can also give you 25, 30 points on any given night. Sometimes both of them are giving you 30 points. That's the point I'm trying to make. Like, they're scoring, but they're not shouldering the same load as they were when they were like the elite dogs.
But
in
he
90
did what he had to do, and he elevated his game for them to win a championship.
Look at the
but it
talent
still doesn't- it
around.
still doesn't-
Yeah, but
So
yeah,
wait,
allow-
okay,
This
You
is the
cannot
thing.
act. You're playing with a stacked roster.
okay. So Kareem,
This is the
what's your
thing.
opinion on Kareem Abdul?
I don't know. I told you I do a deep dive, and I have to get back to you after 6
Let
months.
me ask you this:
When you
the
give me
Knicks,
your GOAT
this
ranking.
this latest series, all right, the latest Knicks win. Could you point your finger to one person that was responsible for them winning the finals?
Jalen Brunson. Jalen
Oh,
Brunson.
Anunoby.
Do they win exactly? Do they win without Anunoby?
No.
No, but who's the main reason, Looms?
Oh, come on. Just
That's like
answer
me
the
saying.
question.
No, that's like me
Jordan
saying.
doesn't win without
that-
Pippen.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that
That
doesn't-
it's a
doesn't
moot
mean
point.
anything.
Okay,
That's
so
like,
then why
does-
can't
does-
this
does-
happen? Something that I've been
LeBron
thinking
win
about a
without
lot.
Wade?
No, what
No,
what
he's
we're
not
missing
without Wade.
Hold on.
here?
Hold
No,
on.
what we're
Something
missing
that I've
here-
been thinking about a lot is what these guys do at clutch moments in games. And so I pulled up the stats for last 5 minutes in clutch games between Jordan and LeBron. You guys want to hear? Jordan has played 126. This is AI, so if something's wrong, don't blame me. Clutch games played, last playoff games, close playoff games within that fourth quarter or
possession.
5-point margin, like final 5 minutes. Okay. Jordan has played 126 games. LeBron has played 195 games. Field goal percentage, Jordan in that time 45% versus LeBron 42%. Total points, Jordan 3,950 in that period, and LeBron 5,200.
But he's played more playoff games.
He's played
right?
more, exactly. That's fine.
Right, so it's skewed.
Jordan has a higher free throw percentage, plus minus in that period. Jordan plus 4.2, LeBron plus 3.8. Assists. This is where LeBron is, takes over, obviously.
Right.
650 for Jordan versus 1,200 for LeBron. LeBron also has more turnovers. But the point is, it's close, right? Isn't it close?
No.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
sounds like Jordan definitely takes the cake on that to me.
But the fact that we're comparing this to a 41-year-old dude that still has a chance to
Yeah, but all
keep
of those,
doing this?
half of those
That is
stats
all
are not when
time.
he was 41.
That is all time. This isn't 41 now, Looms.
Yeah.
41
yeah,
now,
but
not
but you're
28-year-old
telling me
LeBron.
that in the last
80% of
5
those
minutes,
stats, Looms, was when he was in his prime.
Yeah.
LeBron at 40 was still averaging over 20 points a game. You're telling me that in the last 5 minutes he still doesn't have the capability to do that? We just saw what Messi did in the World Cup, man. Come on.
A lot of people
Not
can
the
average
way.
20 points a game because of how the game is played
This
today.
is what I was going to say.
So I don't know if
This is what I was gonna say
that's
earlier.
Okay, go ahead.
What we're forgetting here, what we're not, I don't think what we're
debating.
honing down on is that just because LeBron has impact on the game now at 40, 41, 42 years old, whatever it is, it's not the same impact that he had on the game 10 years ago, 15 years ago.
He's not shouldering the same
That
load.
matters. Like, just because you have impact on the game now doesn't mean it's the same type of impact that you used to have. And therefore, I do not give credit if the impact is not the same.
So do
what
you
if he's
give
a Finals
Kobe
MVP?
the credit for his first ring?
Yeah,
Because-
I agree. The first three,
No,
that's a knock
first.
for me about Kobe.
No,
The first
no,
three,
Just the
Kobe
first
was-
ring. Only the
Kobe
first
shouldn't be in
ring.
this
No, because
conversation.
he
was
was
Kobe the same level, the first ring versus
He was still an
all
elite
the
player.
other ones? No,
he
the
was an
first
elite
one.
player.
Just
No,
the
he was still
first
an elite
one.
player. He was an elite player. Yes, he was
elite in the first
he-
championship.
Yes.
What
He
are you
was an elite
defining as
player.
elite?
He was a top 4 player in the league.
I
Look,
do not
the
know
top
about that.
Who? Name me who was better than him, outside of Shaq and Duncan and Grant Hill.
In the
Well,
first championship,
First
Where they won-
championship.
they won the whole championship without him in the finals, basically.
They actually lost one game that he didn't play, and he took over in Game 3. The reason
And they won
why,
a game he didn't play too.
No, he did. He only missed one game.
I mean, 2 games basically.
Okay, they won Game 2. They won Game 2,
Yeah.
but they got demolished in Game 3, the one game that he didn't play.
Wow.
But impact and the type of impact matters.
But would
I'm
you
not
say
gonna
that
give credit-
impact is the same? And
It's
of course,
not the
Nil
same,
is on
though.
another level.
You're telling me
because he
LeBron's
doesn't-
impact today is the same as it was 10 years ago?
No, I'm saying Kobe early versus
No,
Kobe late.
21-year-old Kobe is more impact than Bron right now. Easy.
No, I'm saying Kobe to Kobe.
Oh, like from his first to the second?
Right. Or first to the back-to-backs.
Right.
with
Right.
Pau.
No. Yeah, this was the lesser of the 3. But he
Right,
was
Yeah,
still
of
elite.
course.
He was the lesser
No,
of
but
the
I mean,
with
Nil
Shaq.
is...
With Shaq.
Yeah, but I knock Kobe for that. You know, he was always second fiddle to Shaq in those first 3, and I've always maintained that. That's one of the reasons why he's not in the per se GOAT conversation for me.
But
He's in
I'm
the top
actually
5 all time.
surprised some thinks that Kobe was
But I've said this
as
from the
good.
beginning.
He was a
No, but
he-
Kobe
what I'm
was
saying, he
as
was an
good.
elite player.
But he was as good as he was in any of those other ones.
I never said that. I just
No,
said
but that's
he
what I'm
was
saying.
the
But you're
lesser of
giving him the
3.
same credit.
Because he was an
for
elite
being
player, and
himself.
they're not winning that championship without him. Because again, you have to go through the entire playoffs, and then you get to the finals. He took over
Mhm.
Game 7 against Portland when they were down 15, and Shaq wasn't having a good game. He took over against San Antonio in 2000, Sacramento. He was bowling until the finals when he injured his ankle. And then even after the ankle injury in that overtime game, we saw what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He was an elite player. He was a top 4 player in the league.
I mean, averaging 21 points and for Kobe's career, that's pretty low.
But you have to also understand what role Shaq being Shaq, he had to suppress his game, right?
But
It's
why
not
did it elevate in the next 2 years though?
Because Shaq was out in 2001. He missed some time, and he just got better. He
Right.
jumped from a top 5 player, and you can make a case at age 22, he was the best player in the league, even with that dominant Shaq.
Right.
And even so even though Shaq was getting finals MVP nods, he was still doing his thing. He was
Right.
still
and
possibly
that's
the
my
best.
point. Is like it's pretty obvious to me that he got better.
I mean, but even if you look at Jordan, Jordan, I thought was the best in his first championship. He wasn't as good as in the second championship or third. He still gets full credit.
Yeah, because you can compare how he was across the board, and he was within reason the same level, right? but not
what
compared
about
to where Kobe was.
Because Kobe was also a lot younger. Michael was 28. Kobe was 21. So Kobe had time to grow. Michael was pretty much peak. And
The
he
one
just maintained peak.
before Loom's here, the one I'd want you guys to get back to me on is Kareem. You let me know your thoughts on granting Kareem his championships at the end of his career, and then we can have a discussion on this one. Because many people just don't want to spend the time, and they'll just like say, "Oh, Kareem, Wilt, Bill Russell, like all these guys," like just throw it away, not having watched a single game of theirs. Which honestly, I haven't watched a full game either. But basically, I'm saying a lot of times we just put guys on the list, and many people have Kareem as the GOAT before MJ. But let's have the same energy towards his championships then.
So what you're saying is you don't think his impact was, you think he was a clear number 2, which he was a number 2.
He was like the number 3 or 4.
I don't know about number
with
3
James
or 4.
Worthy and even Byron Scott at times. He was averaging 17 in like his second to last championship, let alone his last championship. His last championship in a Game 7 finals, he scored 4 points. Those finals, Game 7, he had to do nothing on that team.
So pretty much it was like like mere formality. He just got it.
Yeah.
So then I guess we're gonna have to elevate the Amamba in the all-time rank then, huh?
Hey, do it, man. Go for it. Looms, were you going to say something before I brought up Kareem?
No.
I wonder, beyond like the debate about LeBron and his legacy, I guess what more talking points are there with this conversation? Do you think this is purely ring chasing?
No.
From LeBron?
Ring chasing is if you're not even a good player anymore. Ring chasing is what Shaq did with the 2011 Boston Celtics. That's ring chasing. When you're a marginal player, you're literally on your last leg, and you're teaming up with 4 All-Stars in Boston. That's ring chasing. LeBron James is still a good player.
By the
He's
way,
still a star.
I don't think there's anything wrong with ring chasing. Well, everybody's trying to win a championship. What's wrong with ring chasing?
KD is the epitome of ring chasing.
I don't know, man, because he was the best player on that squad. It's not like he was like a Klay Thompson on the.
He's gonna team up with the Splash Brothers at their peak. Come on.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's on another level.
Yeah.
And he was
okay, but in fairness, did he not add to that?
No, he was the best player.
Everyone was the best player on that squad. For it, and for good reason.
No, but like that's so what?
You're an elite player. See, this is the mindset that Jordan has an issue with. Who teams up with the ultimate competitors? You want to beat them. When you're Jordan, you want to beat them. You want to beat the best.
He didn't have any competitors to deal with like they have today.
Because he was so far above everybody else.
Exactly.
That's what everybody says, though.
I mean, that's what
Jordan had to do.
Look, Magic was great. Isaiah was great. Bird was great. Barkley was great. Elijah Wan was great. All these guys. Robinson. Jordan was just above.
You should hear these guys
but
speak
I will
about
say
Jordan.
this. I will say this. If Michael Jordan, if we could transport 2 players into the 1980s, if we could transport a prime LeBron James, and a prime Kobe Bryant, we might be having a different conversation. It might be a split. 3-way split.
I think
would be tough.
I think LeBron does find Kobe struggles.
In 1980s?
Mm-hmm.
No, he does not struggle.
LeBron's more physical. It's a physical game.
Kobe some lightweight here?
These 3 guys would be like Djokovic, Nadal, and Federer.
Exactly.
Like there would just be
exactly.
We would not be able to talk about basketball goats for the next 100 years.
Pete Sampras would be Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
Distant fourth.
You know, about LeBron.
And let's be real. LeBron started this super team mentality with Miami back in 2010. He started this.
That is true. That is.
I don't know about the super.
That is 100% true.
Like, what
everyone
is your
started to
definition
do
of
this
that?
after
You
LeBron.
join forces as
instead of trying to beat them.
See, Boston is not. I mean, they were, but they were in their 30s, and they were trades. Kevin Garnett was a trade. Ray Allen was a draft day trade, and Paul Pierce just stayed. So it wasn't like they were like, "Hey guys, let's just team up."
But
It
who
wasn't
was
like that.
LeBron trying to beat?
He was trying to catch Kobe. You haven't heard that story? As soon as Kobe won that 2010 championship, Dwayne Wade said he threw the phone at the television, called LeBron James and said, "Dude, what are we gonna do? This dude has freaking 5 chips. I got one, you got none. What are we gonna do?" Look it up on YouTube. Dwayne Wade talks about that conversation.
So it's all Wade's fault, not LeBron.
Technically, all
So,
Kobe's
so then
fault.
LeBron's like, "Hey,
five-time
we're two of the
champ.
top players in the league. Let's team up and not try and beat each other." Such a
just
wuss mentality, man. I hate that.
it is kind of wussy. It is kind of wussy.
LeBron was in a bad situation in Cleveland. Let's be honest.
I'll give you that
The
too. As
worst.
well.
was.
Yet he made it to finals every time.
No, he didn't.
I mean,
Not-
the
not-
second
not-
time
not-
around.
yeah,
the
the first-
second
yeah,
time,
16.
yeah.
Yeah.
Looms. His second time around, he had two other All Stars playing with them, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Love, in a plumber league, right, Sanj? Plumber league, Eastern Conference, like the 1980s. So it
Yeah.
was.
It all comes down to what you define as being a super team, because other teams have tried to come together as all-stars, probably not in their prime like this.
But that
between
matters,
these-
B. It
I mean,
matters
so
when
that's what
you
I'm
never
asking
happened.
you. What
It's never
what
happened
is
in the
no
90s.
no one's saying like the Rockets of Olajuwon, Drexler, and Barkley were they may have attempted to be, but they were mid-30s. They were maybe we can squeeze one championship together and then we can retire. Pippen, Olajuwon, Barkley in '99. Olajuwon was 36, Pippen was 33, Barkley was 35, or 36. These are old now. If this is a prime, like 10 years ago, and you have a Pippen, Barkley, and Olajuwon, they're just running the league, right? But when you're in your mid 30s, it's not looked at.
So I mean, again, we're really fine tuning the factors in order to make it that LeBron did it for the first time. Because I mean, when Charles Barkley went to the Rockets, these washed up people that you're talking about, I mean, Hakeem was averaging 27 points.
That year?
Clyde, the year before Barkley got there.
Yeah.
Okay, so Olajuwon was averaging 27. Clyde Drexler was averaging 19. And then they had Sam Cassell at 14. I mean, meaning you can say there. No, I'm saying that team had won. They were still ballers over there. Okay, and so
they weren't elite players anymore, Sanj. They were not elite.
Okay, I'm sorry. So 27 points is not elite?
Okay, fine. Maybe Hakeem was still elite his last year, but Barkley wasn't. Clyde wasn't.
So to average 20 is in
You're not an elite
that
player.
area.
You're not an elite player. You may be an all-star. You may be an all-star.
Exactly, right? So we use these different criteria to narrow down when this has been taking place before this.
They were in their 30s,
and that's
these guys
again,
in their 20s. There's a difference. There's a decade difference.
Again, we're setting that as a factor that distinguishes LeBron. Okay, so but as far as this idea to team up, and even Barkley going to Phoenix, I mean, do you see did you see? Okay, did you know Hornacek was averaging 20 points?
He wasn't on that squad.
Yes, I'm saying before. No. I'm saying the team he was going to. Okay, Hornacek was averaging 20. Kevin Johnson was averaging 19.7. Dan Marley was averaging 17.
Okay, these were borderline all-stars.
No. I'm saying back then, this is the team that won what 53 games.
Yeah.
But
name one elite player. Name one elite player on that team.
Again, if you're talking about people for that era, did you know that they were averaging that many points? That he was going to a team that had basically three 20-point scorers?
My point is simple. Nobody was elite on that.
These are soft,
There's not at all. Elite is like a Magic or like a prime Drexler, Jordan, Pippen, Olajuwon, Barkley, John Stockton. You hate on this dude. Karl Malone. Those are elites. All right, these are elites. Not a Kevin Johnson, Dan Marley and Jeff Hornacek. They're good players. They're not like they're not going to push a team over the top. Now, when you get Barkley, that elevates you because he won MVP that year.
Again, it's a lot of subjective criteria.
You ask anybody, was Dan Marley, Kevin Johnson, Jeff Hornacek ever considered an elite player in their prime? They would say, I think he was a all-star, but not elite. Like Donovan Mitchell, you think he's an elite player?
No.
He's an all-star though.
Yeah.
Right. There you go.
Would you have said Bosch is an elite player?
Bosch was a franchise player on.
But would you say he's elite?
He was an elite on Miami.
No, maybe in Toronto. I wouldn't even say he's elite.
Yeah, that's true. He wasn't elite. But Wade was.
Bron Kevin Love.
Actually, Kevin Love. No, Kevin Love might have been for a couple of years because I think he was leading the league.
The stats were there, but did we ever feel like he was elite?
Only because he didn't have a squad in Minnesota.
That's true too, but I
thought he was like the best power forward in that time period.
He was good.
He was like 28-10 or 20 whatever and 16 or something like that. He was cooking.
So to summarize, is it safe to say that according to Nil and Sum, this does nothing to affect LeBron's legacy because he's not going to. It's not moving. It's not moving the needle either way.
Goat legacy.
It doesn't affect his legacy according to Sanj because he's already the GOAT.
Yeah.
For B, it could affect his legacy as GOAT.
Right.
So then you would have given Kobe and Jordan credit in the same scenario.
Well, they're never in this scenario.
Absolutely.
They're never.
No, I'm just saying. I'm just
saying
hypothetical. Hypotheticals,
sure.
right? So hypothetically, in the same scenario, Kobe chasing 6, Jordan chasing 7.
Does it
40 years
does
old?
It ever
good
matter?
Player is not great, but in a fourth option, but they can still turn back the clock every now and then.
Can you guys ever spare a thought?
As long as you're saying, as long as you're being consistent, I'm good. As long as you be consistent.
Right. Yeah. And the thing is, I will be consistent with LeBron too. The thing is, if he wins a championship not doing anything, why would I not say that?
Okay, that's
correct.
Yeah.
But not doing anything meaning what? Like he's just like a no-show completely? Or he's like often injured?
Are you judging him though, B? Are you judging him based on what he should be doing or what he should be doing at this age?
The age
what he
part
should be
of
doing
it
as
should
GOAT
not factor at all.
That's so hard to not think about that though.
Yeah,
the fact that this dude is doing it at 41.
That's impressive.
Right. I mean, you can say that, but at the end of the day, how you're playing in the games is all that matters. There's no charity case here where it's like, oh, he's doing a good job and a pat on the back because he's 42.
But let me ask you this.
He needs to impact winning.
Does he need to impact winning when it matters or throughout the season?
When it matters. That's the only time.
I agree with that.
So what you're saying is he can be a no-show or take a
regular season.
All regular season. Just pav him. Like a mentor almost on the court or on the sideline. Play 20 minutes a game, and then in the playoffs he because he got to coast throughout the entire season.
Not even the playoffs. Not even the playoffs.
And then
finals.
He turns back the clock. But is that the same thing? Is that the same thing as shouldering heavy loads in the regular season and the playoffs, where you're expected to carry the team offensively and also make your teammates better and also cover all of the team's deficiencies? Is that the same thing? It's not the same thing.
Well, here's the thing.
Do all that when it
at
matters.
the end of the day,
you have to also do it throughout. You can't be coasting and then save your legs.
Have you heard of this guy named Messi? Did you see how they built the system around him at his age currently?
I don't know about all that, Looms. All I do know is that
walk.
he pretty much got shut down in the World Cup. You're gonna have to expound on that later.
in the finals, but that's the different point. But they built a system around him just being able to walk around the field, but when it matters, he touches the ball, he either scores a goal or he impacts somebody else to score a goal, and that's all that matters in soccer. It doesn't matter how many miles you run or how many tackles you get, like how many goals you score is what matters. And I think that's what can happen with LeBron in the finals. If he's this finals MVP, I feel like for me that moves the needle. I don't care what he does the rest of the season.
So what you're saying is Messi in his prime, with all that responsibility on his shoulders, right, or on his legs, to really steer his team to wins. That's the same thing as him kind of coasting and making end of game plays.
But Blooms, Messi was still relevant in the World Cup. He was their leading goal scorer.
Yeah, that's
exactly. Because of what? Because that's all he was. They relied on him for.
Yeah, but
did you watch him throughout the rest of the games?
But Bron's likely not going to be that. He's not going to be the leading scorer or even top 3.
This is a different comparison, but the point is the weight of the game and the impact that he needs to have when it doesn't matter, or when, during the regular season or even in the early playoffs. It doesn't have to rest on his shoulders because they have a solid team that can, but when it comes to moving the needle to win a championship, that's when it matters, right? That's what matters. Like, we're not talking about what Jalen Brunson did even in the series before the finals. We're not talking about what Anunoby did throughout the season, and he was solid throughout.
Yeah, but no one cares about. But Jalen Brunson was playing well in the entire play. It's not like he just picked up steam.
The best player in the NBA throughout the year was probably Wemby or what's that guy from what's his name?
Joker.
No, Shea, yeah. But all we're remembering now from this season is Brunson and what he did.
But if Brunson was just mediocre, right, in round 1, round 2, round 3, they're not even getting to the finals, right? Or it's likely that they don't even make it. He had to play great ball for them. Now, is he the most efficient scorer? No, I think he shot like 42% in the finals. But he made big shots, big plays.
Yeah, but that's funny because when we talk about the Celtics and Jaylen Brown winning the MVP, Tatum was the reason why they got to the finals.
Oh, Jaylen Brown.
Yet we're only talking about Jaylen Brown. I mean,
Brown, both of them.
Tatum was arguably the best player throughout that playoffs.
Yeah. And then he got hurt for game 7. And that's what they were not looking great, but still.
No, not game 7. It was game. Didn't they sweep them? They swept
the Sixers? 76ers?
No, you're talking about this year or when they won the championship?
When they won the championship.
Are you talking about when they won the championship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown was doing work in the playoffs, bro.
Yeah, but Tatum was easily the best player.
I don't know about easily.
Whatever it is.
Think about this. Suppose like the Boston Celtics struggle this year. Do you know how much of a boost that will give Jaylen Brown? Because he's going to say, I took this same team, or like pretty much this same team, same coaching staff, and our squad was the number 2 team in the East, and you guys with the best player, right? This generational talent in Jason Tatum is struggling to even get it past the play-in.
Well,
what if that happens?
Well, it's a different East this year.
That's true too.
I think it's a lot stronger.
That's true.
So
that's true.
Yeah, Wizards in there too. Wizards
I'm telling you, man.
AJ.
Sanj, man, just
there was
on,
the number 1 seed in the East.
Jump on nicely.
The Detroit Pistons were there too. If Kawhi really goes to the Raptors, like this is Halliburton's coming back with the Pacers. Like
DeRozan could come back. So to the East.
Yeah.
Yo,
it's a stack.
I want him to come to us, man. Look at that lineup if he comes to us.
I had a thought before we close and move on here. Duncan, do you give Duncan credit for the last championship?
I don't give Duncan credit because he was like a 4th option on that 2014.
Oh, come on.
You don't give him credit.
I don't give him. It's not moving. But you know what? Yeah. You know what? All these things are just like, wow. I mean, 2014. we have to look into 2000s. Yeah. Okay. Fine. 2014.
Wait, you had Kobe below Duncan?
No, but I'm saying
that's what you're saying.
There was a like, who was the player of the decade?
Oh,
You know, Kobe was never a fourth option on any of his squads.
So wait, I'll let you finish your thought there. What about Duncan?
So I'm gonna have to do a deep dive on that rank.
Deferring.
You're
Let me
Emerald.
just
You
say-
and Neil just wanted to steal LeBron's rings. That's it. Any other player
Steal
under the
rings?
same
heck
metric?
no.
Who
Heck no.
cares about Kareem? Who cares about Duncan? Who cares about any of these other greats? The same criteria will not apply to them.
No. If
No, you bring up a good point. I also need to revisit Kareem and now you bring up Duncan's.
Duncan.
But Duncan had how many total? 3? 4? Okay, 5?
Five.
he had 5 chips.
See, he still has 4 legit ones.
Yeah, he has 4 legit
Hey,
ones.
you say what you want. I'm just saying I'm not in the business of stealing rings when
Oh,
you're
please.
actually impacting the games.
No, because if
please.
he was a 4th
You were
option,
nicely
yeah.
stealing Kobe's first 3. Oh, he had Shaq.
I never.
You had Shaq, and he was like second fiddle. When was Jordan ever second fiddle?
the only
Oh,
one
so
I'll
much.
take. is-
I used to say that.
I was listening to somebody who said that it's impossible to compare GOATs across eras.
Yeah,
Because if
Michael
that's
Jordan
the
said
case, then you should also consider Oscar Robertson, who essentially averaged back in the 60s or 70s 30, 10, 10 for
yeah,
like
a couple of things.
10
couple of things.
seasons.
A couple of things. The league was comprised of maybe 6 teams at that time.
Right.
And, not to get too deep in the weeds in this, but there was only one race playing. So that changes the metric a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just saying there's so many reasons why you cannot compare.
Those are,
The hand checking was a thing, right? Versus no hand checking now.
Illegal defense, number of teams.
Yeah,
free
number of
agency.
Point line.
And
And
then
also,
all the
like,
front
and
line.
the rise of all these
3-point line.
international dudes that are just balling. Like you
Oh,
don't
yeah.
you have these like 8-foot giants now playing in the league, man.
yeah. One guy's going to be Indian soon. What's his name?
Oh yeah.
Samesh Pandit.
Let me just say real quick, I'll quote one of the best players of the 2000s, Allen Iverson, when he said, "LeBron is the answer."
Wow.
Okay.
So nice.
In,
So
in,
nice.
in the context of talking about the 76ers and this team this year, that he is the answer that is needed for this team. So that's all.
Hmm.
Wow, I didn't hear that. He said that in an interview.
Yeah, with Stephen A.
He also said that he ranked Jordan and Kobe ahead of LeBron all time. Just fun fact for the
And
for the
yeah,
pod.
and
fun fact for the
why did
pod.
he say that? Why did he say that? Because he said,
because
because he said no, he didn't say Kobe. He said
No,
Jordan.
he said Kobe.
He said,
No, he said Kobe.
Jordan is the GOAT. He
Yeah,
said
and Kobe's
Jordan
right on
is
his
the
heels.
GOAT. Yeah, he said
And
Jordan
Kobe's
is the
right-
GOAT. Why? Why did he say that?
No, I just said he.
No. I'm don't bring up. Let me give the further context. He said Jordan is my GOAT
Okay.
because he's the one who taught me to love basketball. I played basketball because of him. And all this to say is that the GOAT distinction for each individual takes into consideration so many factors, both quantitative and qualitative. And
I'm
because
just
of that,
making a simple point.
there
I'm
will
making a simple
never
point.
be one undisputed GOAT of basketball.
That's
That's-
a nice, cute thing to say when maybe your guy is not the GOAT, so you have to go through all these other different metrics. But I mean, I'm just saying that Allen Iverson just said Jordan and Kobe are the 2 best players that have ever played this game. Now, if you want to put Jordan ahead of Kobe, all I'm saying is he said it's Jordan, Kobe, then everybody else. That's what he said.
Yeah.
In which interview is this?
I forgot which interview. I don't.
Okay, yeah. So
He said it.
I'm just quoting what he just said yesterday. So
Oh, maybe
again,
it's a couple of years ago.
Yeah, yeah.
Or
So
maybe even yesterday. We will.
yeah,
We'll have to go
and so ultimately, where we began is that he is saying the greatest 76er, arguably.
The answer himself.
Greatest
The answer
76er
himself.
You think he's better than Julius?
Irving.
Dr. J?
Again, I said
Prime
arguably
Dr.
the
J?
greatest
I don't know.
76er has lent his nickname or his moniker to LeBron as the answer to this team. And let me just say
That's
this
cute.
ultimately. Ultimately is that the reason he's using that language is because without LeBron, it's a question if they are good enough to win.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
no exclamation mark. No
that's it.
exclamation mark. Look, we'll see. Look, if he's the answer, great. But again,
Man.
I think load management. How much you have to carry on your team matters, right? And if Magic Johnson was a fourth option on that 1980s championship team, I don't think people look at him the same way, or Larry Bird, or any great. They were the lead dogs or elite number twos that they just did work. And look, if LeBron James shocks everybody, all right, to play devil's advocate, if he shocks everybody and he turns out and he's like their second best player, right? I'll give it to him. But he has to play elite number two play.
It ain't happening.
Throughout
it
the
ain't
season.
happening.
If he does that, hey, he got my vote.
It's over. LeBron, hang it up. Call it a career. You're second best of all time. Problem LeBron got to go to freaking Philly to try and win his fifth.
They asked LeBron
give it up.
How long he can go and average at least 10 points in the NBA.
He said I could go to 60. I believe him.
65.
Yeah, he could. He's a longevity. Look, Sanj. He's a longevity goat. All right, longevity goat. I'll give you that. Hands down. I don't think anybody's disputing that. Yeah. But just because you play longer doesn't mean you are the better player, right?
Jordan, just go back and watch some of the stuff Michael Jordan did back in the day.
Was this when he was taking a break and doing trying to deal with his mental load by just leaving the league?
Hey, he was mentally fatigued.
And then he came back and dominated the hell out of the league again.
That's true, dog.
Which is so hard to do. Ask any player that leaves the game and comes back.
The Plummer era. That's true.
No. That's what LeBron played against in the Eastern Conference. That's the Plummer era.
We need a GOAT. I long promised that I was gonna say who I thought was the GOAT about a month ago. I'm not ready just yet.
Oh, you are slacking, yo. You've been slacking.
See,
everyone is.
He needs 2 more years.
Yeah.
2 more years. LeBron has signed a 2-year contract.
And just a fun fact: Kobe Bryant played against the toughest competition in league history. Let that simmer. Real
According to who?
According to NBA metrics, the toughest competition.
There's a metric that says
NBA
toughest
metrics,
competition.
You got it.
Toughest competition.
Help that one out.
You know what I'm trying to say.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
He's the toughest competition. He played against the toughest competition.
I know by what metric, though. That's the thing.
Winning percentage.
I agree that it's probably the case.
Not probably. It's factually proven.
What do you mean?
Have you looked at the
by
NBA
winning
thread?
percentage? By winning percentage, yeah.
Before you laugh like a jackass, look at the thread.
So he just played teams with a high winning percentage.
Highest winning percentage.
How does it mean anything? Because maybe they played sucky teams to get that winning percentage.
I don't know how you peel back that.
The opponents had the highest winning percentage.
Yes.
For the season?
he played against.
Mm-hmm. For his career.
Oh, career.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In the playoffs, he played against the stiffest competition.
Yeah. So, who thinks this is going to work? before we
What?
close,
Oh.
is the 76ers, are they the best team? There may be two different answers here
No,
in terms of like,
they're not even
are,
the
are
best
they
team
going to
in the East.
represent the East?
They're not even the best team in the East.
Yeah.
I think they're going to
Wow.
represent the East.
I still
What,
think
New York? You're back with the New York?
Yeah.
You think New York is a better?
And number 2, Washington Wizards.
Okay, Nil. don't play.
No, seriously, Nil.
they-
You
these-
really
Nil
think New York
Nil
better
is
than-
making his mark.
No, I legit
I see what you
I
did there.
legit think New York is still number 1 in the East.
Oh, come on.
yeah,
If
come
you're
on, man.
projecting, you think they're going to double up like this?
Well, they're going to be the best team coming out of the East.
Right.
You
that's
think
what
New
I'm
York
saying,
is the best team in the East right now?
Yes.
Oh my god!
You know,
You think they're better than Miami, Philly,
Well,
You don't think
Miami
there's a-
the 76ers have
Miami-
and don't fake on Indy. Indy's gonna come. Indy's coming back.
the 76ers have local Orlando SDA dude, Anthony Simmons.
Oh, that's right.
He's really SDA.
His family.
His
He's
family
Chris's,
is.
Family.
He's Chris's nephew.
Yeah. I don't know. It's hard. Of course, if you're a betting person, you're not going to take the 76ers. It's probably not worth the bet for them to win the East. And of course, the field is always a better bet than just this one team. I just do not like the way this team is constructed. I think Neil asked me early on who I would have had him go to, or Sanj asked me. Minnesota, I think, would have been the better fit
You kept on saying Golden State.
from a roster standpoint. Golden State, I don't know if he would have had the better chance to win. Him and Steph would have been so much fun. Him,
Oh, but-
Steph, Draymond, and maybe fill in with one piece. If AD got there, 100%.
No, I'm saying as presently constructed. I
Yeah,
thought you still wanted
Minnesota. I wanted Golden State because that's just the most fun, and it's a fun way to end his career.
Oh,
but
all those guys are going to be banged up by February.
yeah, the way these guys play from the top down, is Jaylen Brown going to commit to playing tough defense? Are they going to have a shooter? Are they going to have hustle guys that do the dirty work? I
Is
just
Jaylen
don't.
Brown happy about this move?
He says he is.
I mean, he
He-
really
he's
reached
a little
out
bit
to
of a-
Rich Paul to recruit LeBron,
Oh.
and just looking at what I mean, I submit that Joel Embiid is going to be in the best shape of his career
Joel Embiid.
Well,
Because-
can he stay healthy
because
though?
LeBron
Can he stay
because of
healthy?
LeBron. Because
but
of
can
LeBron.
But can he stay healthy?
No, I don't think. I mean, that remains to be
Like,
proven.
like you can be in the best shape, but will your body?
No,
hold?
again,
Didn't
I'm
LeBron-
just talking about the impact of LeBron on the team.
Yeah,
Didn't LeBron say he hates his work ethic
he said that.
about Embiid
Oh,
Oh my gosh!
during
I don't
the
know about
this-
that.
during the
And that's the
Olympics or
thing.
something?
Let me tell you this. I mean, we are just a few months removed from Embiid calling out. I mean, Jaylen Brown calling out Embiid for flopping.
for
right?
flopping, right?
So it needed someone with the gravitas of LeBron to actually make this experiment work. Because if you have all these personalities, and remember, look at what we're hearing about Jaylen Brown
Mhm.
coming out of Boston, that he wasn't well liked. He was seen as a know-it-all.
Right.
And that
Aloof.
and so you have all these personalities coming together. That's why I'm saying the impact of LeBron, and Tyrese Maxey is too young. He might be the leader on the court up until LeBron's arrival, but he doesn't have the standing to go up against and mediate between Jaylen Brown and Joel Embiid. So that's what I'm saying. The impact that LeBron brings is quantitative, but more so, I think, qualitative for them to be a winning franchise because of
AB,
these collection of
That doesn't
let,
change
let
the
me
fact
ask you.
that
Let me ask you a question. Go ahead. No, sorry.
no, I'm just saying that doesn't change the fact that his impact is not doesn't mean enough to count towards his rings.
No, that again, I said that's in addition to the quantitative, because I think that everyone was when the Lakers were going on their run this past year, with LeBron being the third option, people were giving credit to LeBron. to be able to facilitate that type of success with two ball dominant players. So we've already seen that he can do it in a way that people are still going to give him credit. Okay, I understand.
But they'll give him credit, Sanj. We're talking about, is he going to be given the same amount of credit as when he was in 2012? That matters.
No.
Matters.
Again, it's a different time, and LeBron is playing a different role. I'm just saying that his impact could be the thing that gets them over the edge because of this collection. So basically, all I'm saying is that the collection of talent would mean nothing if you have infighting between Embiid and Jaylen Brown, and Maxey is too young to be able to make a difference in that. That is tangible impact on winning.
We also numbered how many All-Stars did each play with while they were still All-Stars, or at least All-Star caliber. Jordan, 1 in 15 years. If you want to count Stackhouse and when Jordan was with Washington, okay, 2. Kobe Bryant, 3 over the course of 20 years while they were still All-Stars. LeBron James is sitting at 10.
We need to have a different podcast to delve into these types of stats. At this point,
talk about help.
Trust me,
about help.
There's a different narrative.
And these aren't just All-Stars. These are like borderline Hall of Fame players that he's playing with. Future Hall of Famers or present day.
Left.
He said his piece. He said we need to have a different podcast for this stuff.
Man. But honestly, B, would you be surprised if Philly struggles?
I would not be surprised.
You wouldn't be surprised.
So
what are you projecting? What are you projecting them?
It's hard not to project them as the number 1 team in the East right now. But my level of confidence is not like this is. I'm not really confident that they're going to be that team. I think they're a team among a bunch of different good teams in the East.
So then, who is your projected team in the East at presently constructed?
Presently constructed, it has to be the 76ers. But I think there's room. I don't know that there's room on the 76ers to move. Like players. This is the team that's going to have to win a championship.
So it's championship or bust.
Right. No. But I'm saying come trade deadline, you're talking about the Miami Heat. If they can like be in contention up to the trade deadline, now you have an opportunity to maybe improve that team because there's so many holes that are still there. Right. So at presently constructed, it may not even be worth asking that question because yeah, sure. But
That's
I don't
all we can ask, though.
But I think my reasoning is fine too, right? Like I don't think that these 5 guys are going anywhere. But you could make the argument
That's
in
good,
Miami.
That's a good thing.
I don't think so.
I'll tell you this: if Miami gets DeMar DeRozan, that's going to move the needle for them. If he can stay healthy, DeMar DeRozan can still play.
Please, I don't want him to come to the Wizards.
No, I would love to have him on the Wizards.
Oh my god,
he could be like our Paul Pierce.
He's so consistent. We have Chris Middleton, AD, DeMar DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan is better than Chris Middleton.
Yeah,
come on.
It's just taking minutes away from these young guys that can ball.
Chris Middleton is not young. We're gonna have Trae Young at 1, DeMar DeRozan at 2, AJ at 4. AJ at 3, AD at 4, and Ayton at 5.
No, Sar.
Over DeMar DeRozan, where?
No, Sar.
I know
Alex Sar.
Who is he playing over?
Over 8.
Or at 5.
You probably know him better than you. Is he better than Ayton?
Yeah.
Even I know that.
Alex Sar.
Why is there odds of AD moving teams?
B?
That's not happening.
Smoke and mirrors?
Now that the last domino has fallen with LeBron, it's over. These are the teams.
Said that they're not moving AD.
No. Yeah. But what they were saying is by the trade deadline. Yeah, by the trade deadline, he could be moved.
If we're not good.
Didn't the 76ers trade their backup center?
Who's the backup center?
Yeah, my understanding is that they did that to get under the second apron. So they
What if
have
it's
some
for AD?
flexibilities to make moves. I don't think, but AD is owed money, right? Isn't he
No,
up for
No,
an
they can't
extension?
send
He's
AD.
re-upped for an yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
They
I
only
mean, it's
did
one
that-
thing for LeBron to take a veteran minimum, but AD ain't going to do that.
Dang, even Steph Curry's got.
Yo, Steph needs to get the heck out of Golden State, man. He has to. If he wants to contend, he has to get up out of there. I would love to see Minnesota make a play for him. I'm sorry, not Minnesota.
No, Steph needs to go to Miami.
Miami.
Yeah.
If he goes, bring him over east, man.
I mean, there's no way Draymond would have re-signed with them if
Draymond, what
Steph
a waste.
moving was even possible.
Right.
I mean, he only signed a 1 year, right? Draymond, 1 year, 27 mil.
So what do you think, Sanj? Is this going to work?
Yeah, what do you think, Sanj?
And the definition of work meaning what? They win the championship this year?
No, I would say just
Or-
represent the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, I think so. I actually like the Wade pickup. You have a 6'9" person who can shoot the three, who I think often is going to play the 5, or basically be one of the forwards, and LeBron be the other one. As far as the 4 and the 5, and Simons, I mean, is such a great backup to have to someone like Maxey. So if Maxey were to go down, there's a scorer that can, pick that up. And they have some young talent there too that I'm not very familiar with. But I think the way it's going to work out is, what's the percentage of the time in this year that all 5 of these starters are actually going to be playing together?
Right.
That is a really interesting bet. Because I think it's going to be somewhere in the 20%, 20 to 30% max that all 5 are playing. Oh, yeah.
30 games max?
It's going to be more.
No,
than that.
percent.
No.
Oh,
Percent.
30%. Okay. So that's
Percent. Because ultimately, whether it's because of injury or because of how Nick Nurse is messing with the lineups to find the right fit, I think for either of those reasons, the 5 of them are really, I think they're going to start off playing a lot of minutes together to get it down. But after that, I don't know.
Look,
and now LeBron,
if you want LeBron to last for the season, load management is going to be one factor. Another factor is they got to play him less than 30 minutes a game. They got to keep his minutes to about 28, max 30. If you want him to last and have an impact in the regular season and in the playoffs, and then maybe in the playoffs you can maybe build from there, maybe 35, whatever, if he can handle it. But I think that's what they should do starting out.
I'm not really worried about LeBron's injury or his conditioning. I think
you have to.
I mean,
man.
he's proven that he is an Iron Man, and
No, but
I don't think they're going to load manage him in that way. I just think the natural flow of the game, where you might see the 76ers up by a lot. So in those situations, he's not going to play as much. But if he's needed, he's going to be on the court. That's what he's doing it for.
What I'm saying is, ever since 2019, every year he's been getting banged up. All right, so this is a trend for the last 6 years. Like he was Iron Man up until 2018. I'll give you that. But from 2019 onwards, he has been getting banged up. So if you want him to last,
but
you have to be
I'm
careful.
not talking about if I want him to last. I'm saying LeBron doesn't do load management, is what I'm saying. So that's what it'd be great. I'd love to shelve him and cut his minutes, but I think his impact is going to be needed on this team.
So how many minutes do you think he's going to play?
I don't know. I'm not a coach.
I'm saying you think he's going to be playing because you can't be playing him 40 minutes a game.
No,
right? You can't be. I don't even think you could be playing him high 30s.
Wemby was at 29 minutes in the regular season.
Yeah, but
Wemby
is frail, man. He has to play 29 minutes.
No, they were just winning by a lot. Then they sat him.
Right. Yeah, there's that too. Quick hits, Looms. You think they're going to represent the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, I think they are.
Nil?
Do you think they're going to win it? Do you think they're going to win it?
Oh, Nil already said New York is going to be. Are they the second best team now?
Probably, yeah.
If Embiid is healthy, they're gonna win.
They can win the whole thing.
Man, this got to be one of the last great NBA seasons, either this year or the next year. Because you got so many
he has
of
a
these
player
healthy
option, right?
guys, so much movement among stars and superstars. You got young guys that are coming up. A lot of these guys that were unhealthy last year are now healthy with Kyrie and Ja and like
Ja, he's gonna waste in Portland. Man.
Look,
Portland. Yeah.
No matter what you think about LeBron, I have to say that I'm happy that I lived in the age of a LeBron.
Yeah.
He's like a true competitor, and he's proven, and he doesn't have to prove anything more to me. Who cares about the GOAT? To me, in this era, in my era, he was a GOAT.
Yeah.
He is a GOAT.
Right.
So hats off to LeBron, even though I was not a true fan.
In my era, Jordan was the GOAT. Is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Era. This guy was like 4.
Hey,
I watched him play.
He saw his second three-peat.
Hey.
I went to Michael Jordan's restaurant in Chicago in '97. I will never forget it.
We all got to see Jordan, prime Jordan, prime Kobe, prime Bron. That is unreal.
That's
that to me. That is unreal.
Yeah,
that's true.
I do wonder, man, just like 20, because we're still going to be having this podcast 20 years from now, probably. But are we really going to be talking about those guys like we did these 3? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
Is it just always happening?
Yeah, there's going to be somebody's going to come that's better, dude.
Yeah,
it always
I don't
happens.
know, man.
It always happens.
I don't know. I mean, we said the same thing about Jordan.
The thing that I was just talking to some guys at soccer about this. I feel like the one thing that worries a lot of people is the work ethic is not the same anymore. Like you don't have that hard-nosed coaching where you push people to their limits anymore. And I feel like these guys growing up, high school, all that stuff, it's just like it was like military. It was like military coaching. And that's something that you don't do anymore. I'm not saying that's a right or wrong thing.
It's probably right.
But I just feel like the culture is different where you're not going to have these like amazing, crazy, amazing players.
I think to Loom's point, it's about I think we're going to see less consistency. We're going to see players win championships, but to see what Jordan did 6 out of 8, the 3-peats that the Lakers had, LeBron, and how consistent they were making 8 straight championships in 2000 from 2010 to 2018 or whatever it was. I think that's gonna go. That's gonna go because of work ethic. I think it's immense psychological, mental fortitude. These guys are not gonna be the same as what they were growing up.
So Looms, what you're saying is
agree.
The hard coaching propelled these guys to be the best of the best, right? So then
I also think that this was
they were pros to that.
Basketball was all or nothing for a lot of these dudes, and sports in general, it was like, win or go home. Like it was you live or die by making it to the NBA or the NFL or the, whatever you're looking for. And I just don't think that that's something that people have to live for anymore. You know what I mean? I just think that society has changed so much. I feel like culture has changed so much. And I'm not saying it's changed for the worse. I think that you are just not going to produce this type of player or these type of players. I mean, like I was watching videos of Jalen Brunson training and his dad yelling at him and being extremely hard on him, and that worked for him. You can't do that no more. You know what I mean? I feel like
you
coaching,
can, but it's just frowned upon.
It's I mean, I'm raising as a parent, I'm raising my kids differently than I was raised. I'm not building a professional sports player in my kids. I'm not. I feel like you need a certain type of mindset to even to be a CEO. I just feel like you need that some kind of narcissistic tendency. And the same with sports. Like these dudes like Jordan are narcissists. I mean, they literally all they care about is winning. All they care about is themselves and how they can,
dominate.
Be somebody that people are going to talk about years from now. I mean, the way that people like us are raising our kids, they're not going to produce these types of kids anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
I had a quick question. Who was the best international player during Kobe's era?
Dirk.
Probably Dirk.
Mm-hmm.
And then who was the next best
Nash.
international player?
Steve Nash.
Nash.
Yao Ming.
Oh, Yao Ming was there too.
So I think that's going to be a change, right? Because we're seeing now, the best players in the game for the last how many years in the top 5, how many of them are international?
Yeah, that's also
right?
part of this culture
So-
change.
Yeah.
And in Jordan's era, I don't even think. I mean, you can only pick like a handful, right, in the entire league.
Yeah.
It didn't even have to be good. It's just international players. Tony
Kukoc.
who was on his team. I don't know.
Was Drazen?
Raja
Drazen?
Drazen Petrovic. Raja. He played on the Celtics.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
Hakeem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean Hakeem. Yeah.
And yeah,
Hakeem's probably
that's the part of
probably
this the debate. There's a few baseline questions that I have in my GOAT debate part, and this is going to be integral in that. It's like, why is this happening from the NBA from the start to where we are right now, where Bill Russell's able to win 11 championships and Jordan's able to, and Kareem's able to win 6 and Jordan's able to win 5. And you just see a natural progression downward as like the great players.
Where teams in general don't repeat anymore.
No, I think.
Yeah, and why is that the case?
But in Bill Russell's time, there were only 8 teams, and it was just New York, or was it Philadelphia and Boston, or LA and Boston. That's it.
Yeah,
right? So
I think we're all gonna end up
grown.
agreeing. Yeah,
Parity has definitely grown,
and that's the point, right? And
No,
that's
but
where
more
I'm going to
teams.
get to. Yeah,
More
more
teams,
teams and
more
better
teams.
players across
Right.
the board.
Yeah.
Naturally. But yeah, it's an interesting debate, and it'll go on for
So B,
the
when's
end
your
of
next
time.
deadline? When's your next
That's
deadline?
next deadline. The NFL kickoff before the
Something
September
else
12th.
Wednesday
September
night
12th.
football.
Something else I read about LeBron was, can you name his high school coach?
Oh no. And
He
all
didn't
the
go-
coaches.
I can see his face, but I don't know his name.
But before Jordan came to the league, he had Hall of Fame coaches, right?
No.
Yes,
in college.
in college.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dean Smith.
Dean Smith.
Eh,
yeah.
But LeBron
But he
took
went-
3 rookie coaches to the finals in the NBA. So you're coming, a guy with a no-name coach in high school comes to the NBA and has taken 3 rookie coaches to the finals.
Mhm.
But look at the teams around him too.
But I mean, how do you
How do those
do
teams?
that as a young, 18, 19-year-old?
No, he wasn't.
Dude.
He wasn't getting that looms in the finals.
I'm saying coming into the league with minimal coaching
No,
and still
first-
not getting the same type of coaching that these guys like Kobe and LeBron, Jordan, have received in their early career, and yet he's able to do this. I mean, that to me is impressive as well.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's a fair point. In 2020, in 2007, I give you that. He dragged that vagabond Cleveland team all the way to the finals, and it was Mike Brown. Now, if you want to fast forward 19 years, Mike Brown's a good coach.
Sure,
Right?
yeah,
Right.
but not back
He
then.
He was a rookie coach.
He did that
Or
with
he was young. Right. Now, when he won with Eric Spoelstra, he had a squad around him as well.
Yeah.
That's also fair, right?
Whatever it is, you're still talking
that's-
about a
I mean-
minimally coached guy.
Talent outweighs coaching ability.
I don't agree with that.
Especially in
Talent
a sport like basketball where you can control
Talent
both sides of
outweighs
the game.
coaching ability.
Yeah, but there's so much that happens on the court between you and your teammates
Oh, man.
that you need to be coached around.
But look
Like
at the
as
talent around
a
him.
young guy coming into the NBA, are you kidding me?
He had 2 prime, legit all stars.
You think the Knicks win
we're
without
getting
Mike
full
Brown?
into the LeBron debate. LeBron in
let's go.
year 24 has made a decision, and we're spending the longest podcast in our history to talk about this old man. We're giving him his due, man.
I would just like to request that whenever this topic is discussed on this
Wow.
pod, that an invitation is proffered. I would humbly request that. But
Yeah. Yeah.
All right,
For sure.
let's do trivia.
All right, let's end with a quick trivia. Can you name in the last 30 years #1 overall picks to be in the NBA Finals, either as the winning team or the losing team, in the last 30 years? And it has to be for the team that drafted them.
Duncan
in 1997. He reached
Hakeem Olajuwon.
No, not. I mean, Duncan was in the last 30 years. That's right up to 30 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
#1 overall pick. Marcus Camby.
No.
LeBron.
Yeah.
Dwight Howard.
wait, how many are there? Do we have a? do we know how
7.
many?
7.
Okay.
Dwight Howard.
LeBron, Dwight Howard.
Was AI the #1 pick?
Oh yeah, he was the #1 overall pick.
Not
AI
in
is
the
there.
last 30 years, though.
No, but that's 2000. That's 1996. That should be 30 years.
That's technically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
You
2000,
Sanj?
1996, 97. Yeah, I don't even have him on our list, but yeah, okay. That's technically 30 years ago. So there's 8.
Kevin Durant.
He wasn't #1. Our friend Greg Oden was #1.
Woof.
Forgot about Greg Oden.
All right, to speed this along, how about in recent history?
How recent?
Very recent.
Oh, Wemby.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You always got to go back to Gumby.
Wemby.
Gumby. Now a Washington Wizard.
AD.
AD.
Oh,
Switching-
Trey.
not
Chris
AD,
Middleton.
but
Anthony
No.
Davis.
no. He has to play for the team that
That
drafted
drafted?
him.
Oh yes.
Not-
yes, yes.
Not the Wizards, you're saying?
Not AD, but
AJ.
DA.
DA. DeAndre
DeAndre.
Ayton
Oh my gosh.
with the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah.
With the Phoenix
Waste.
Suns.
Yo, he's one of the worst #1 overall picks. Easily. He sucks,
There's been a
man.
lot- yeah.
They-
Yeah,
they've been
okay,
a lot
I'm
of
not
bad
saying-
ones
I'm
that
not
are
saying he
worse.
sucks, but he's so like lackadaisical when he plays. It's just
Yeah.
Glad.
annoying.
Welcome. I mean, take him nicely. I tell you, it's so frustrating as a Lakers fan.
Probably LeBron's favorite teammate of all time.
D Wade.
I don't know. I'm probably not favorite, but
Kyrie.
Kyrie Irving with the Cleveland Cavs
That's right.
reached the finals. Then we have Dwight Howard 04, LeBron 03, Tim Duncan 1997, and missing one piece in 2000.
Oh, Kenyon Martin.
Kenyon Martin. Yeah.
Nice. Oh,
It's because of the Lakers connection
Yeah.
in the finals.
Yeah, easy.
oh, I see. Yes.
All right. Well, that was the LeBron pod. LeBron is a 76er. This is going to be get your popcorn ready season. I'm really, they haven't issued out the schedule yet, right? I'm interested to
No.
see how many national games.
They're
32. They maxed it out.
Oh,
It's
did
32.
they?
Yeah.
32 out of 82. Goodness.
Mhm.
That is
Wow.
crazy, man.
Prime
It's
time?
definitely opening night. Definitely opening night against like New York or something. If it's New York, Philly, that'd be a hell of a
What's the biggest matchup? It has to be Lakers Philly, right?
nah.
I mean, the
Lakers,
most
Philly?
intriguing matchup.
What do you mean Lakers?
It's going to be
Lakers
Philly,
against
Boston.
the
Oh.
76ers of the whole
Philly,
season.
Boston, I think
Philly?
is
Boston.
Nah.
is-
Oh,
I think-
because
I
of
think
yeah.
Tatum
New York,
and
Boston,
Brown.
yeah.
Yeah.
New York, Philly would be a good one.
New York Philly is gonna be a good one. Yeah.
New York, Philly.
There's no
there's no beef
rivalry.
there.
There's no beef
Yeah,
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, this was the LeBron pod. Next time you hear us, it's probably going to be football talk. Training camp's open today, so we'll get on the pod to talk some Commanders coming up soon. Sanj, thanks for joining us.
Hey,
Really
Boo,
appreciate
Boo, get off the
you
stage.
joining. I was worried about our viewership today because 50% of our viewers are gone because you're actually on the pod.
I was actually about to comment on the chat, while being on here.
Nice.
All right. Well, this is Shut Your Face signing off.
Deuces.
Good night.